Yo, NBA fans! What's up? It's your boy Mike here. About a month ago, I made a video on the Toronto Raptors questioning whether or not they would make the playoffs. And to conclude that video, to summarize it, I was basically like, maybe. Because the Raptors had just, even though I knew they had the talent, they had the potential to turn this around, I just wasn't sure if they were going to be able to do it. And at that point, like when I made the video, they were like 14th or 13th in the East. Like they were at the bottom of the conference. They were absolute poopy doo-doo. The team was playing like ass, and it really looked like they were going to miss the playoffs. After being the second seed in the East for the last 2 seasons, it looked like they were going to miss the playoffs. And ever since then, because I am the freaking jinx of the NBA, the team has completely turned it around. The Toronto Raptors are now 5th in the Eastern Conference. They have a 16-15 record, which is nothing amazing, but considering when I made my last video a month ago, there was something awful like friggin' like 8-12 or something just terrible. They have completely turned their record around. They are so much better than they used to be. I don't know why I just said 8-12 there. Like I'm not great at math, but I promise you 8-12 was not what their record was before. It was terrible though, okay? Y'all know this team was trash before. But they've really turned it around. They are now 11th in offense and 12th in defense, and considering both of those numbers are being dragged down by their shitty start to the season, I would not be surprised if they managed to finish top 10 in one or both of those categories by the end of the season because of how well they have just turned this team around. It's absolutely incredible, and there's several big reasons, alright? Several players have been playing better since the start of the year. Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, and Kyle Lowry are currently 3 guys who all have an argument to be all-stars. Now, this season, none of them are going to make it. The Raptors just haven't been good enough, even with their turnaround, and none of their stats are quite eye-popping enough to make it in the stacked league. But if you were to take these 3 guys, right, and look at their stats last year, like you take the stats they're putting up now and you put them in last year when there were like a ton of injuries throughout the NBA, I would be shocked if all 3 of them did not get legit all-star votes because they are playing phenomenally. Kyle Lowry has been great. The dude continues to slow down every season, but like just such a tiny amount that it doesn't really like matter. Like he's still a fringe all-star this year. 18, 6, and 5 with a steal, 45% shooting, 39% from 3. Kyle Lowry has been phenomenal for this team. He's still an above-average defender. The dude, honestly, I hope he gets traded to a good team where he can shine as like a third option, because if they're going to trade him, I want him to be on a good team. I don't like Kyle Lowry, but I think it's just a waste for his skill set to go to some scrub team. Fred VanVleet has been fantastic, having the best season of his career, hands down, no question. He is leading the team in assists with 20 points, 7 assists, 2 steals, and a block, along with 4 rebounds, and he's shooting 41% from the field, which isn't very good, and 38% from 3 on 9 attempts a game, which is insanity. Also 89% from the free throw line. Fred VanVleet, even though his field goal percentage is not amazing, he's been ballin'. Dude, I wasn't sure if that was going to be like a yawn or a sneeze there. That was weird. But Fred VanVleet's been ballin'. Man has been going off. There is an argument that he's the best player on this team. However, I believe that the best player on the Toronto Raptors right now, and I think he's one of the more underrated players in the league. I said Nikola Vucevic is the most underrated player in the league, and I will stand by that, okay? Nothing will change my mind on that anytime soon. Vucevic is hella underrated. But Pascal Siakam is up there. The dude went from being very overrated like 2 years ago, okay, and at the start of last year, and I was one of those people. I believe Pascal Siakam was like a top 30, top 25 player at the start of last season. That's really how high I was on him. And then he fell off, and now he's become kind of underrated, where like people think that he's like not even like a great player, and like the dude's a fringe all-star candidate, okay? 20 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and a block on 46% shooting. 30% from 3, which is terrible. 30% from 3. Pascal Siakam, he's got to get it together from 3. Okay, that is a career low. It's just really, really bad, and I'm not sure why it's fallen off so much. But other than that, in every other aspect of his game, he's great. He's an above-average defender. He's a good offensive player. His passing has continued to improve. The dude is great. He's only 26 years old. I really wish people would stop taking his terrible playoff performance and using that as an argument that the dude's just straight trash, because he's just not, okay? He's still better than Julius Randle, in my opinion, because everyone's sucking Julius Randle's dick right now. And I mean, Randle's been really good, but that's not what we're here to talk about today, alright? Other guys on the roster, the other 2 starters, Norman Powell and OG Anunoby, or the other 2 guys, I should say, playing starter minutes, Norman Powell and OG Anunoby, have been phenomenal. OG Anunoby is just a beast. He is basically a slightly better Robert Covington, which is saying a lot because Robert Covington's been shit this year, but like in general, he's a very good player, especially on the defensive end. OG Anunoby is the perfect role player for the modern NBA. He shoots 40% from 3 and 49% from the field. He gives you 17 points. He's not a great passer, but he doesn't turn the ball over a ton either. He is a fantastic switchable defender. This dude is amazing on defense. It's ridiculous. He is an all-defense candidate, in my opinion. Now, I don't actually expect him to make it, because there's just so much talent in the NBA right now, but the dude is a poor man's Kawhi, and that is high praise, because Kawhi is still a freaking beast on defense. He's just so switchable. He's great for the Toronto Raptors. Big fan of OG Anunoby. Norman Powell is the last guy getting hella minutes on this team. I believe he's the 6th man. 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. Those are decent enough numbers. You know, they're okay, but they do not show just how good Norman Powell is. For the 6th man to be averaging 17 points on 47% from the field and 44% from 3. The dude's great. He's just a fantastic scorer. He's not a terrible defender. I wouldn't call him above average by any means, but like he's, you know, around average. He's not hurting you on that end. And just his offense, he's a Lou Williams type. He's just a guy who can score. He comes off the bench. He gets your team buckets. Buckets. I don't know. Sorry, my voice like started to die right there. But Norman Powell's been great. And then the last guy who's big for this team, because there's a lot of bench players who are kind of alright. DeAndre Bembry, Terrence Davis, they've been okay. Aaron Baines was starting before, but he's just played like shit this year. Aaron Baines is so fucking bad on this team. But the Raptors do have a candidate for most improved player. He's not going to win it. Alright, there's some better guys out there like Christian Wood and Jeremy Grant are the main 2. But Chris Boucher, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name right because it might be Boucher, that's how it's spelled, but I think it's Chris Boucher, alright, has been fantastic. 13 points and 7 rebounds on 53% from the field, 45% from 3 on 4 attempts a game, and 76% from the free throw line. Chris Boucher has come out of nowhere and been a fantastic center for this team. He's not the biggest guy, but he works well in the modern NBA with a little bit of small ball and a little bit of switchability. He's just a great young player. He's actually not that young. He's 28. I take that back. He's just a great middle-aged player. All right? The dude has been really, really good for the Toronto Raptors, and I know everyone knows about him, all right? He's getting plenty of media coverage. He's probably like the 3rd leading guy for most improved player right now. But I gotta shout him out. I gotta shout him out because Chris Boucher has been great this season, and he's been huge for the Raptors when the guy who was supposed to be their good center, Aaron Baines, has spent all year sucking butt. Chris Boucher stepped up, and he has been very good for this team. These players coming together, with the exception of Aaron Baines, to play good basketball, have taken the Raptors from being the 14th seed at one point in the East to being the 5th seed now, a third of the way through the season. Like I said, they've been playing so much better. Both ends of the floor have improved. I think a big part of it is also that the team is finally getting used to playing in their home court, or temporary home court, of Tampa, Florida, because I believe I said this in my other video about the Raptors. It can't be easy. You know, it can't be easy when your real home is in another country and you can't even go back there because of everything going on right now. No team is having a harder time right now than the Toronto Raptors with this whole coronavirus situation, and it just makes me really happy that they have started to get it together and started to come back and just be a really good team in the NBA. All right, they're going to make the playoffs, and I'm excited to see them when they get here. You know, I'm a little scared to face him as a Sixers fan just because Nick Nurse fucking owns our ass. You know, he's the best defensive coach in the league, at least against Joel Embiid, in my opinion. But I'm happy for the Raptors. You know, I like the team. Maybe it's because they're from Canada. I don't know, but I like the team, and I'm happy that they are doing well again. Hopefully, they can keep this up. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And, yeah, that's all I really got for y'all today. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.